McLeish called for time and common sense on Friday night after a new Scotland era began with defeat to Costa Rica. Big Ek handed debuts to four new players in a 1-0 loss to the Central Americans at Hampden. Scott McTominay, Scott McKenna, Kevin McDonald and striker Oli McBurnie were handed their first caps as the visitors continued their preparations for the World Cup in Russia with a comfortable win, a 14th-minute strike from Marco Urania proving the difference between the teams. Insisting his tenure won't be a case of same old Scotland however, McLeish promised improvement, beginning with Tuesday's friendly in Budapest against Hungary. "I would expect common sense to prevail," said the Scots boss after an underwhelming display. "I was disappointed with the first half but much more pleased with the second half. Some of it worked, some of it didn't. There is a process and I want my record to be good. I'm disappointed with the defeat. We have to nullify the perception it's the same old Scotland. We need to show that with not only competitive performances but also winning performances. It's easy to talk, but we are looking for improvement." With a brand new team being bedded in after a few days of training, Scotland lacked cohesion and fluency. Restricted to scraps of possession in the first half, McLeish believed things improved in the second. "We were off the pace in the first half. We didn't get the tempo I wanted. The second half was much better. With the new caps, there's not a lot of fluidity in the team compared to Costa Rica who have been together a couple of years. It reminded me of playing a League Cup game as a club manager and rotating your squad. It looks good on paper but they don't have the rhythm of guys playing regularly. I see some good things and some not so good things. I'll look at that before the second game." Despite a promising debut from McBurnie, the striker missed a glorious chance to open his account from an Andrew Robertson cross. "He is just a kid, but he has been scoring goals in the Championship, with Barnsley, and that's why we gave him the chance," said McLeish. "Some things in his game were effective. He is very receptive and he will see where he can do better. He'll probably have a sleepless night over his missed chance. We had a couple of chances where we weren't as clinical as Costa Rica were with their goal." Unhappy with the defending for Urania's calmly taken strike, McLeish said, "We have to engage forwards when they come into the box and stay with them." But McKenna looked comfortable. There was a lot of intelligence in his performance. Costa Rica face Serbia in their opening Group E game in Samara on June 17.